时了吗？
对呀，那结束。
这是正在直播收就可以。
啊，
这就是推流的那个。
不是，对，这是 YouTube， 咱不推流了，咱推流在我那推，我点结束了就结束了，然后这个准备开始。对，
这得让他们点。
哎，你们上去了？
上了，有传销。
那边那么都能看见。
他这个
我在这关。
天，它可宽了。
好的吗？
这个往上。对。
过了。那个张旭，你这个位置不行啊！你的位置你得往这个高一点来。那个进去。
好的吗？
上次不是那边的椅子，
上次其实因为那个位置吧，可能是前后的位置。
这样行吗？
你现在就是偶尔的会出来。太靠后了，可以往前一点。你这个是不是太靠后了？
是。
为什么他的位置就变了呢？
对啊，
开始没在，现在已经在。
什么？行吧就是不行。
这会儿挺近的。你主要是看那广交会啊，主要以广交会。
我知道。广交会你现在看上去那啥，实际上那什么出来之后的还不一样，跟你实际看的还不一样。
是先点这个。
跟他说了，他们没
对。
肯定就是，
他点这个，
肯定就是先把这个
你这老干部发
精神多少米呢？
那个手套就那样先摆着是吗？那个位置不太好看。
有没有好多手？
那个侧过来。
这样，有没有好多手？
从那个。
我也是这么想的，刚才。
没有。
开始吧。
Hello everyone, thank you for joining the 131st Online Canton Fair, and welcome to CBI's Automotive Live Streaming. This is Andy, the Sales Manager of Precision Tube Division.
Hello everyone, this is Jenny, Key Account Manager of Fastener Business. Nice to meet you here.
First, we will give a short presentation of CBI's Automotive. CBI's Automotive is an ITIP certified company who have managed its business in auto industry for over 10 years. Currently, we focus on two product series, steel tube and fasteners. Let's see the company video first.
All tubes lead to speed and passion. CBI's Automotive, China's professional auto parts supplier. CBI's, established in 2017, is a professional automotive steel tube supplier. Since its establishment, CBI's has been adhering to the company tenet of integrity first and excellent quality. And CBI's has built a professional customer service team and production team. CBI's produces steel tubing for side door impact beams, cross car beams, seat frames, shock absorbers, exhaust systems, trunk hinges, etc. Our customers include premium brands like General Motors, Volkswagen, BMW, Hyundai, Chevrolet, and also Chinese brands FAW, Great Wall, Geely, and Chang'an. We strictly control the whole process from raw material procurement to logistics. Our raw material is purchased from large steel mills, such as Bayo Steel, POSCO, Shellgang, etc., and inspection is needed before being put into storage. CBIS introduces an advanced KIM production line and implements the IATF 16949 quality management system to ensure each process is controllable and quality is stable. We inspect and test the product's key characteristics, such as the mechanical property, chemical composition, and dimensions. We design the packaging according to packing requirements to ensure our products are protected well during transportation and make the loading and discharging easier. CBIS has its own logistics department and freight forwarder, which creates cost efficiency in intercontinental shipping as well as in local customs clearance, warehousing, and road transportation services. We take care of the last mile logistics, can invoice on a DDP basis, and also provide 3PL or third-party logistics services. CBIS continuously optimizes our internal workflow and has obtained certificates of ISO 9001 and IATF 16949. Looking forward to the future, CBIS has high aspirations. Facing the new market's requirement, CBIS are continuously improving quality and efficiency. CBIS strive to build the company into an advanced management, leading technology, outstanding brand of China's first-class international standard industry benchmark. CBIS Automotive, China's professional auto parts supplier.
Okay, we can see almost all process is handled in-house, right?
Yes, so impressive. Even for tooling design, we make tooling CAD ourselves, then outsource the manufacturing work to professional tool making factory. Okay, first I will show you some tube products, then Jenny will share some news of our fastener business. Let's check out the product list. There are side door beam, C-tube, and cross-cut beam main tube. Let's start from side door beam. See, this is a sample of the side door beam. The main tube is from us. Then our customer will weld the stamping parts onto the main tube. After that, it will be welded onto the side door. That's in the picture. Onto the front door and the rear door. If you notice, we make some holes on the stamping parts. This is for bolted connection. The other method is welding. In that case, we don't need the stamping parts. We weld the steel tube onto the side door directly. In order to provide enough protection to people in the car, you request the tube to be very strong.
Okay, I'm sure people will be curious about how the high-strength tube is produced.
Yes, there are three key factors. The first is material. The second is welding process. The last one is the heat treatment. When it comes to material, Jenny, would you tell me some famous steel mill in China?
Sure, some large steel mill like Bosch Steel, Shougang, Ma Steel, and N Steel.
Great. Our door beam material is from Bosch Steel, BR1500HS. It's one of the high-strength steel for auto industry. It is widely used on the cars like the A pillar and B pillar, the front and the rear bumper, also the side door beam. The strength of the steel tube can reach to yield strength more than 350 milliPascal, tensile strength more than 400 milliPascal. And the steel strip will be rolled into tube on the forming line. After that, it will be welded on the high-frequency welding line. The welding quality is the key point. Our engineer will define correct parameter for the welding process, which includes welding speed and welding current. After welding, we'll make samples to check if the welding performance meets our requirements, which includes flaring test and the flattening test. After the test, we'll check the sample by set. When there's no crack on the welding joint area, we say that the welding performance meets our requirements. After welding, it is deburring. The inside and outside wood tube rods will be removed. And then the tube will be cut into required length. The next part is heat treatment. It includes quenching treatment and the tempering heat treatment. Quenching treatment will increase the tensile strength and the yield strength of the tube. And then is the tempering heat treatment. Tempering heat treatment will eliminate the internal stress of the tube and will increase the elongation of the tube. After quenching and tempering, the mechanical property will be better. The tensile stress will be more than 1,500 millipascal, and the yield strength will be more than 1,200 millipascal. And the elongation will reach up to 8%. Let's see a video about the manufacture and test.
Okay, we believe our quality management system and advanced equipment can make sure the quality of the product. So the next is the logistics. Shall we see some pictures of the export packing?
Yes. Let's check out the export package. And the tubes will be coated with anti-rust oil after cutting, and then they will put into the wooden case. The inner packing material would be PVC bag, and which can protect the tubes from rust and water. Then the outer package is the wooden case. After loading wooden case, we load the wooden case into the container, which is suitable for the shipment by sea. And in this case, it can be loaded on the warehouse for a very long time.
That's great.
Okay, we see that we have integrated capability for the door beam material from material purchasing, home manufacture process, and the logistics. So we believe that we are a good choice for your door beam product. So please contact us if you have similar demand. This is my WeChat QR code, and then here's my telephone number, also now WhatsApp account. Next part, we will show you some product of the seat tube. Check out this drawing of the seat tube. We got the hot rust tube here, and also the seat back, which includes the horizontal vertical tubes, also the square tubes for the seat cushion, the seat slide.
Okay, we can see the tubes are used in different positions, which means they are in different shapes. So could you please introduce the general machining of the seat tubes?
Yes, there are generally three kinds of machining for the seat tubes. The first one, the straight tube. Check this one, the round tube and the rectangle tubes. This one have the stamping machine, stamping shape on the tube, and this one have the holes on the tubes. Some of them are puncture holes, like the at the end. Some of them laser cutting holes at the middle of the tubes. This is the first series. The second series is the binding tube. Check this one. It's used on the seat back binding tube. And also we got the welding process for the tubes and the wire. This is a sample about the wire. We welded the wire onto the tube. And also we connect the tubes with the plate by welding process. Yes, these are the three general machining for the seat tubes. So our capability covers not only the machining process, but also a large range of material from low strength to high strength, like the yield strength from 200 millipascal to 900 millipascal. And both hot rolled and cold rolled tubes are available. Okay, now let's go to the next product, CCB, cross-car beam tube. There are normally three kinds of designs. The first design is straight tube design. Next one is the banded tube design. The last one is the two tubes welded design.
Okay, let's start from the straight tube design. It is simpler than the other two designs.
Yes, it is. Check out the sample. This is a straight tube design. It is rather simple and has a lot of advantages, like the machine tolerance. Dimension tolerance for the straight tube design is not easy to control. There's less tendency to deform when welding other parts onto the straight tube. Also, it can effectively prevent the deformation in the front clearance for the front structure.
Okay, then I guess the straight tube design is a widely used design.
Yes, it is. Only when it is hard to lay out the evaporator and the steel stream pipe, we'll use the bending tube design.
Got it. So what's the bending tube design looks like?
Check this one. This is a bending tube design. There are also some holes on the tubes. It is made from one whole tube, and the bending process is on a dedicated tooling. Check this out. The bending has this direction and that direction. We made this on a dedicated tool. So let's talk about the bending radius. the bending radius flow should be 1.5 times of the outer diameter, and the straight area between the bending radius should be 1.5 outer diameter. Also, there are some holes on the, some of them are punch holes, some of them laser cutting holes.
Okay, so when it comes to bending tube design, what's the minimum radius that our equipment can make?
Yes, the bending radius shall be 1.5 outer diameter, and the straight length between the bending area should be 1.5 times outer diameter.
Okay, so how about the laser cutting? We do it in-house, right?
Yes, we have introduced 3 lines of laser cutting line during 2017. So currently we have enough open capacity to handle the laser cutting business in-house.
Okay, now let's learn something about the two-tube welding design.
Okay. This is the 2 tubes welding design. We got two tubes with different outer diameter, and at the connecting area, they will be knocked down to the similar outer diameter so that they could be welded together.
So why in some case we use the welding design? I mean, what's the advantage of the welding design?
Yes, compared to the bending tube design, it saves material. This is the first. The next is it can increase the layout room in the car.
Okay.
But the welding deformation could be a problem that's hard to avoid. The normal outer diameter for the CCB is 30 to 40 to 50 and 60. So that's all 3 kinds product about steel tube from me. So what would you introduce from you then?
Okay, as mentioned above, we can produce not only precision steel tube, but also auto fasteners. Next, let me show you the auto fasteners from CBIS.
Yes.
Okay, we can produce not only auto nuts, bolts, screws, and other fasteners.
So first we would like to know what kind of fasteners do you produce?
First, let me introduce the first product, the wheel nuts. Look at this. It's a sample for the rear wheel nut. We can see that the product is it has the bright surface and the layered cover is made of stainless steel. Compared with the general nuts, our product is safer and not easy to soften and fall off.
Great. So what are they used for?
It can not only used for bus but also used for all trucks because we can customize the specification according to the customer requirement. Okay, next let me introduce the second product. The wheel bolt used for the passenger car. The material of the product is carbon steel 40 column, and the 40 column, and the material is in high quality. The grade is 12.9. You know it is in high quality, and the surface treatment of the product is black oxide, so the color is black.
Okay.
The next product is the screw. The material of the product is 18-8 stainless steel, and which is called also called the 304 stainless steel. And if you can give us drawings, we can customize the specification according to your requirement.
That's great. So how do you guarantee the quality?
About the quality, we can, first we have We can provide the certificates from the third party such as ISO and IATF if you need. Secondly, we have a complete set of inspection system, and every process is checked by our quality control team. And we can also provide the inspection report.
That's great. As we know that some customer will request the PPAP and MDS support. So can we support this?
Sure, if you need the documents, we can submit it in about 2 weeks.
Okay, next, how do we pack them?
We pack the product in different ways. Now let me show you some packing pictures. For the wheel nut, we pack them like this. Put the product in the plastic bag and put them in the carton box. For the wheel bolt, we pack them like this. Single product in the single poly bag and 300 pieces in a carton box. And for the screw, we pack them 3,000 pieces in a carton box. And the outer will be reinforced to make sure the safety of the cargo transportation. And we can also make the corresponding packing plan according to the requirement.
That's great. So what is the delivery for the parts?
If we have stock, we will arrange it in about a week. Otherwise, it will take 40 to 60 days.
Okay, got it. So do we have discount during
Sure.
this live streaming?
Sure. We will give you 5% discount on this common fire.
Oh, that's a great discount.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all product from us during this live streaming. So if you have any demand like this, so if you can contact us.
Okay, see you next time.
Bye
Bye.
结束。
中间这种落了一段儿。
好了。